It is warming up in the deserts, and that's a good thing. The Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl with Georgia State and Wyoming.
After a 57-year wait, the Aggies bowling again and winning again.
Ganji, short throw, and he waits and it's in! Touchdown! Nevada wins it! The last two Arizona Bowls have gone down to the wire. Two overtime thrillers. Today, we've got Georgia State, talented and rising. Just their 10th year in football-crazed Atlanta, and a chance for a record 8 wins.
Handoff, dumps it off to Payne. He'll not touchdown! Ellington going to air it out to McCoy. Caught! Touchdown!
We also have Wyoming, steeped in history, rugged and tough, a Mountain West staple looking for their 8th win.
Wide open in Wyoming. Everhart, touchdown.
Mountain West, Sun Belt, Wyoming, Georgia State, in the desert and ready to roll. Beautiful day in the desert, and a beautiful day for the Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl on CBS Sports Network. We've got Sun Belt and Mountain West and Georgia State and Wyoming. Hi everybody, Rich Waltz along with Aaron Murray. John Schriffen will join us shortly. Happy New Year, a little bit early. Happy bowl season. And Aaron Murray, this bowl hasn't been around long, but in its short history, they sure have had some great games.
Oh, we've had some great games past couple of years, couple overtime games. We're hoping for the same thing here tonight. Rich, we got two great football teams, two teams that have actually taken down SEC opponents. Missouri, Tennessee, they're playing great ball. They're running the ball effectively. Wyoming's defense, we'll talk about them. They are tremendous. I'm looking forward to a great football game here today in the Arizona Bowl.
All right, let's start with Wyoming. They had a great start to their season. They were 6-2, and their quarterback Sean Chambers got hurt. They come in at 7-5 with a chance at 8 wins. Great defense. I mean, great defense. They get to the quarterback, and they can run the football and win at altitude at home. It's the defense that's the headliner.
Well, it's Logan Wilson up front. We talked to the coaching staff, and they said if Logan Wilson was at, say, in Alabama, he'd be first-team All-American, possibly first-round draft pick. 4 interceptions this year. He's all over the place. And then Elijah Halburn, the safety, but he doesn't just play safety. He'll be at the linebacking position. He's getting after the quarterback, making plays in space. One of the best defenses in the country. They are fun to watch.
Now, Georgia State season affected by a quarterback injury as well. Dan Ellington hurt his knee, though he will play in this game. But if you talk about Georgia State, you got to go back to the beginning, which wasn't long ago. They've come a long way in a short time. The great Bill Curry started this program. And if you're going to start a program, Atlanta's a great place to do it. They're right in downtown Atlanta, and man, are they a program on the rise. They won the Cure Bowl in 2017, and their signature win, you mentioned it, the win over Tennessee. Offensively, it's their run that sets up the pass.
Well, Brad Glenn, the offense coordinator, does a great job with motions and shifts, really confusing. You see the safety here for Tennessee. Doesn't know who has the ball. All of a sudden, Trey Barnett, who's had a tremendous year, takes it for the touchdown. Then if you want to put 8-9 guys in the box, what Dan Ellington does best, he sees it, he reads it, he understands where the open guy is, pulls it, delivers an accurate pass for the touchdown. Offense is a great job. It's all about numbers and figure out where the weakness is.
When they hired Craig Bohl 6 years ago, man, did they get the right guy. He's developed 2 NFL quarterbacks. He's won in a tough place in Laramie, Wyoming. Sean Elliott, the head coach at Georgia State, and our John Schriffen is with him.
Well, thank you so much, Coach. Congratulations on being here. In just 6 seasons of eligibility, Georgia State already at 3 bowl games. What's special about this year's squad?
Well, I think we've got outstanding leadership. Our seniors and what they've done in all season and what they've done throughout this season is really, really special. They're special men. They've laid everything on the line for our team, and it's really showed. One
of those seniors, your quarterback, has been playing with a torn ACL. You've had about a month off to rest. How's his health coming into today?
I tell you what, he's looked pretty doggone good the last few days in practice. He's bouncing around. He's a special young man. I mean, I talk about those seniors and our captains and the way they've led. He's unbelievable.
All right, the last 2 Arizona Bowls have gone to overtime. We're expecting another good one, but Wyoming is tough. They beat Missouri. They took Boise State to overtime. What concerns you the most about the Cowboys?
Well, anytime you have Cowboy in your name, you know they're tough. They run the football well. They play outstanding defense. They really rally. I think they're very disciplined. So we've got our work cut out for us. But hey, we didn't come out here just to play around. We came out here to hit them.
All right, good luck today, Coach.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you.
This game is not for the faint of heart here. The weather, terrific. It's warmed up to 61 degrees. It's been a little cold, a little bit rainy, but the sun's out, and we're ready to go in the desert. As we've mentioned, last 2 overtime. New Mexico State and Nevada, both thrillers. Very good crowd here, and a large contingent out of the cold of Laramie, Wyoming. There's a lot of Wyoming fans that have traveled to see some sunshine. So they're happy for football and sun, and we're ready to go. Cooper Roth will kick it off for the Pokes, the Wyoming Cowboys out of the Mountain West. Good strong kick, fair catch called and made by Cornelius McCoy. Chick-fil-A starting lineups. Let's start with Dan Ellington, one of the incredible stories that you heard John talk about. He's playing with a torn ACL, and he's played pretty well since that injury.
It is absolutely amazing the fact that he tore his ACL in this offense. It's a lot about running the quarterback, and he's still able to move around the pocket. A little bit limited from earlier in the season, but still getting the job done. They're going to test him early, this offense, to see how healthy he is with the time off.
5 receiver look. Well, look at this. There's your first test. The quarterback draw. He's going to pick up 2 yards. The Panthers score a lot of points, they give up a lot of points, and they can run the football. 14th in the nation, 245 yards a game.
Yeah, they run the ball well, but when they do want to pass it, look out for number 83, Cornelius McCoy. He is the go-to receiver for this offense.
Ellington back, man open, caught there. That's Gentry, who takes a hit and holds on right at midfield.
And it's a great rhythm throw. 2 high safeties, middle of the field's wide open, steps into it. Great catch by Gentry, tucking it just before the safety makes the hit.
We have not seen Trey Barnett in that backfield yet. This is Ellington. He's still got a little swerve without the ACL. Up the sideline to the 20 and out of bounds.
Rich, to me, this is incredible because I tore my ACL. I lasted about 2 more drives and I said, I can't do this anymore. He's not just out here throwing the ball. He's juking guys out on a torn ACL. That's just against what great defense, too. They wanted to test him early to see how that knee felt. I think it looks pretty darn good here early on this ball game.
And as you can tell from this first drive, Georgia State is up-tempo, up-tempo. Ellington again. Look at this kid. Inside the 10. And that should be a first down. I know he's had a month off, but he still has that torn ACL. There's your defense. And look, it's one of the best in the country.
Or one of the best in the red zone, too. This is where they pride themselves. Bend, but don't break. They've given up some drives, but they really get tough inside the 20.
Now Barnett's in, and he's inside the 5. And right now, this very good Wyoming defense is on their heels.
Well, this offense is doing a great job spreading the Wyoming defense out. You're seeing receivers split out outside the numbers to create some more space for some of these big runs we've seen early in this first possession.
Ellington in, touchdown. Any questions about the knee, about the arm, about the heart have been answered.
Oh, they've been answered. Great job. Just a zone read, and you see the pitch phase along with it. It's a triple option. You can give it to the running back on the dive. If you decide to pull it, you have that pitch out to the right as well with the receiver. He takes it in for the touchdown. You said it, Rich. The knee looks healthy right now, or as healthy as it can be for a torn ACL.
6 plays, 75 yards, and lots of Dan Ellington along the way.
It was the Dan Ellington show, making guys miss in the open field. Feeling pretty good in the sunshine right now. Leads to the touchdown, 7-0 to start this ball game.
People always ask.
Great start for Georgia State. And Dan Ellington, our Ryan, keys to the game.
Well, for Georgia State, red zone success, we talked about it. Got to score touchdowns in the red zone. Defense, they're going to have to step up on 3rd down. And then for Wyoming, win the time of possession on offense and then limit the rushing yards. Not a great job to start the game. Still got a lot of ball game to go to figure out this Georgia State offense attack.
Brandon Wright will kick it off for Georgia State. Sun Belt Conference, 7-5. Of course, that big win on the road at Tennessee to open their season. Wyoming's opener was a great one. At home, they beat Missouri. Chick-fil-A. Starting lineup. Now, this is another story, a quarterback for Wyoming. It's Levi Williams who gets the start, a true freshman.
Yeah, it's been an interesting season for the Wyoming quarterback situation. Sean Chambers started the year, was playing great. He goes down. Tyler Vanderwall comes in, and then also we've seen Williams as well come in. More of the running type quarterback. I like this decision going with him going forward for this game.
Chambers injured his knee in week 8 against Nevada. And Williams is going to keep it. He'll pick up 2 yards. Now, Wyoming's offense, it's a good but young offensive line and a dynamite running back in Valladay.
Well, it starts with the run game right now. A completely different offensive scheme compared to what we just saw for Georgia State, who's up-tempo. They're going to spread you out and go fast. Wyoming, they're going to huddle up. They'll mix it up between pro sets, spread it out as well a little bit, but they want to get the downhill run game going between Williams and Valladay.
See that rushing offense, 209 yards a game. They do not turn it over either. Quick hitter there. Josh Harshman, the tight end, short of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Georgia State's defense, they have given up some points. Good players up front, Terry Thomas and Dante Wilson.
Well, it starts with Dante Wilson, number 52. He is the emotional leader of this defense, gets those guys going up front, and this is going to be the big matchup, defensive line versus offensive line. Get some tackles for loss to slow down this rushing attack.
Need 2 yards if you're Wyoming here. Valladay stood up right at the 35. This is going to be close. Zach Dixon, 2nd tackle already. He's got the 1st down.
And this is what we're going to expect to see from Wyoming in this offense. Get to 3rd and manageable, and then use your size. The offensive line, their size and ability and strength against the smaller defensive line versus Georgia State. You get in a 3rd and manageable. Downhill run should get you the 1st.
Levi Williams getting the start. Better runner. Tyler Vanderwall probably a better thrower. And we expect to see both today. First possession, Wyoming. Valladay finally healthy, races to the right sideline, has the 1st down, tripped up into the 48-yard line, just shy of midfield.
And Logan Harris, does a great job pulling around right guard. Great job pulling around, kick out block. Springs his back for the big play to get the 1st down.
Valladay's been playing beat up the last 3 or 4 weeks of the regular season, and the month off has done him a world of good, according to Craig Bowl. Williams pumps deep, got a man, Ishmael, and yeah, that's Rocket Jr., and he just missed him.
A little stutter and go versus cover 4. It's one-on-one safety with your best. One-on-one with the safety with your best receiver. And as a quarterback, you have to understand any kind of double move, the receiver's always slower coming out than what he is going in. He has to be able to stop, get going again. That's why you put a little bit more air under it, let him catch it, almost throw it like a punt to be able to get the completion.
Williams just 8 of 13 on the season coming into this game. Quick throw, and it's almost intercepted. Boy, that was close. Jalen Jones.
Yeah, I'm not sure who he was going to right here. Ball looks location-wise to be going to the slot receiver, but he was covered pretty well. Right there, that's a missed opportunity for this defense to get to the interception, continue some momentum, and give their offense some good field position.
3rd down 10. Just shy of midfield. Williams with time. Middle shot and a catch and a 1st down. Dante Crow.
That's a great route by Dante Crow, but better job by the offensive line. 3rd and long. What do you need as a quarterback? You need time in the pocket to be able to survey the field and get the 1st down.
Now there's Tyler Vanderwall. One of the unique things about his situation, he has actually entered the transfer portal, but is in uniform and is expected to play. And Sean Chambers out. He'll be back next year. Williams is just a freshman, and this is Valladay. And the other odd thing about this is that Williams is a true freshman. This is only his 3rd game. He's going to keep his redshirt year. He'll be a redshirt freshman next year after starting in a bowl game. Find another quarterback that's done that.
Well, it's awesome, and that's what the great thing about these bowl games, Rich, is the fact that a lot of these young players get to play, and with the new rule where you can play 4 games and still be able to redshirt. We're going to see a lot of guys out here getting some time, see if they gain some confidence and get some film before next season.
This is a typical Wyoming drive. Grind it out. Williams running and throws on the run, and it's incomplete. Well, look, Sean Chambers, a dynamic player. He had a broken fibula last year. The knee injury came in game 8. They were 6-2 through that.
Well, I covered him the first week versus Missouri, and he single-handedly took over that game and completely dominated. His size and strength at 6'3", 218. Slowly developing as a passer, but what he could do running the football for this offense was great to start the season off. And you alluded to it, Rich, 6-2.
Vanderwall has made 5 starts, and this is the first career start for Levi Williams, who has time again, and this one incomplete.
This is no man's land. It's a long field goal. It is a pretty day right now. Not too much wind.
They've got a really good kicker in Cooper Roth, who's got low 50s type range. And he's going to need it because this is going to be between 52 and 53 yards. Roth last year was a Lou Groza finalist and the Mountain West Conference Special Teams Player of the Year. An ambitious kick here. Plenty of leg. Wow. My goodness.
Are we kicking at altitude right now? That could have been good from 60 plus, Rich.
That's a career long. No, we're not in Laramie. We're not a mile high. This one would have been good from 63. Player profile brought to you by Nova Home Loans of this exceptional player, Dan Ellington. Junior college, terrific there. 2 years at Georgia State, terrific there. And everyone's talking about how do you get this done with a torn ACL? With answers, here's John Schriff. And John?
Well, it really is incredible. He tore his right ACL back on November the 9th against Louisiana Monroe. Initially, he was ruled out not only for the next week, but basically the entire rest of the season. Monday night, Sean Elliott gets a call from Dan Ellington. Ellington tells him, "Coach, I want to play." So on Tuesday, he shows up to practice, starts throwing around a little bit. On Wednesday, he does everything in practice that he can. I'll send it back up to you guys upstairs.
All right, John, that kick is going through the end zone. They had to convince some people, though, didn't he? I mean, not only his coach, but he had to convince his parents, John.
Well, of course, if you're the parents of a child who tears his ACL, you got to be concerned. But Ellington said, look, I'm a senior. I'm not going pro. This is all I have left. I've cleared it with the doctors. Medically, they said it's okay for me. But once he told his parents that, they were on board, and here he is.
I like the fact, thank you, John, that his dad said, let me see the practice tape first. Because what he's telling me that he's able to do, I don't believe it. He saw the tape and said, go for it.
I don't think I believed it until I saw it here in this football game, what he's been able to do so far.
All right, second possession. And that throw to Kadarius Thompson, broken up on the near sideline by Tyler Hall of Wyoming.
Well, it's incredible. Going back to Dan Ellington and his running with a torn ACL, 45 yards in the first drive against a defense that's giving up less than 100 yards a game in the rushing category.
Second down and 10. Ellington, and it's incomplete. All right, Aaron, you had a torn ACL, and we talked about running the football. What does a torn ACL do to you throwing the football? And it's his right knee.
Well, especially the right leg when you're taking a drop as a quarterback, because your first step when you go back is going to be with that right leg. So if you are not have the ability with the ACL to control the lateral movement, it makes it tough. He has to keep his feet underneath him, his base nice and strong. And it's been, I don't know how he's doing it. It's been awesome to watch on film and then here in the first quarter.
Third down 10. Blitz by Wyoming. Ellington up the field. And it's incomplete. McCoy was engaged there with Rome Weber, the free safety. And actually, that was Keon Blankenbaker on the coverage.
That's a good no call right there. A little bit of grabbing, but nothing I think that the receiver wouldn't have a chance to make a catch. Great job by this defense coming out there after giving up a tough first drive to this Georgia State offense, getting a 3 and out, and hopefully getting their offense good field position to start their second possession.
Georgia State's first possession, 75 yards, 6 plays, and a touchdown. Austin Conway is deep, and he's a dangerous returner for Wyoming. Brandon Wright will end over end kick. This one will be returned, and Conway gets stopped up in that first wave right at the 40-yard line. Tucson, Arizona. We've enjoyed our time here in the desert. Got sunshine and football. Of a bowl game, Georgia State, Wyoming, and the patients at the Diamond Children's Medical Center here in Tucson. 7-3 start. Georgia State on top of Wyoming. Wyoming with the football, their own 40-yard line. Levi Williams stays in at quarterback. Got 3 yards before Dante Wilson captured him. Now remember, Wyoming's offense stalled a bit when Sean Chambers went down with an injury, and you can see the rushing game really stalled. Chambers, a dynamic run-pass combo of a quarterback, had 600 yards rushing. Second down 7. Valladay breaks a couple tackles, has a first down. That's an 8-yard carry.
That's a powerful run from Valladay. Puts his head down. Great job. Little guard pull around once again by Logan Harris, and then Valladay doing the rest. First team All Mountain West, over 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns this season.
And Aaron, he really had to do it all. They had massive injuries at the running back position, and Valladay probably carried it too much in the middle part of the season. Williams escapes, wants to throw off his back foot, and a wobbler lands incomplete. Victor Hayward getting some pressure.
The RPO decides to pull it last second to make the throw, and this is something you see a young freshman quarterback who has not played a lot do. In that situation, your goal number 1 as a quarterback is to protect the football. When you got someone taking you down to the ground, tuck it, hold it, live to play another down. Don't just throw it up there and give the defense an opportunity to make a play on the ball.
Second down and 10. And another long third down. Terry Thomas the stop for Georgia State.
And right now this Georgia State team is just daring Wyoming to take a shot vertically down the field. We saw the first possession, little stutter and go from the inside from Rocket Ishmael Jr. They just missed for a touchdown. They're going to blow the box, 7-8 guys in there, and say, if you're going to win this game, if you're going to move it down the field, you got to take some shots.
But Georgia State is giving up 450 yards a game on defense. Third down, 8. Williams over the middle. Ishmael, the catch, and a first down at the 33-yard line.
And once again, 3rd and long. The offense line does a great job. This is a long play right here. Inside dagger route, about 15 yards down the field. Plenty of time. Allows the quarterback to step in there. Accurate, strong throw. And once again, Ishmael gets the job done on 3rd and long.
Translate dagger.
Dagger's just there's a dig, which is 10 yards and in, and dagger's a little bit deeper, about 16 yards and in.
You millennials have all kinds of cool names for your offensive plays.
Great fun names for a lot of these plays. And Ishmael he is the guy. He is the go-to guy, especially on 3rd down. You watch the film of this team. They put him in the slot to create those matchups one-on-one, whether it's with a nickel, a linebacker, or a safety. They haven't had a lot of catches this year, but if they do go to someone, it's been mostly him. Just eclipsed over 300 yards on the season.
And their starting 3 of wide receivers have just 2 touchdown catches between them. 2nd down, 8. Williams again to the air. Flushed. Fires it. Incomplete. He is raw, and there's no question about that. The Wyoming coach has told us he's come a long way in a month because he's had extra practices.
Well, that's the key. I mean, you're talking about a quarterback. See right here, just a little bit of hesitation. Could have let it go a hair sooner before the defense was able to come down. But a guy that was playing scout team quarterback and just reading a card, and the coach would say, okay, here, throw it to this guy right now. That's about it. Finally was able to start getting some reps, getting the timing down with his receivers, understanding his offense a little bit better. And now he's going to try to go out there and prove to his coaches and teammates that he can be the guy possibly going forward.
He's going to keep it right side, tries to bounce outside, and he's smothered again. And I have a feeling we're going to see Cooper Roth again.
Yeah, the way he kicked that last field goal, I think the coaching staff's pretty confident with him at any distance so far in this ball game.
.53 yards, and like I said, that had 63, 65-yard distance to it.
Timeout, Georgia State. It's their first charge timeout. 30-second timeout.
Sean Elliott's calling timeout there. Panthers will talk it over. Wyoming's head coach, Craig Bohl, is the perfect guy for this job. He was at North Dakota State and won 3 national championships there. Defensive coordinator at Nebraska, played for Tom Osborne at Nebraska. And man, has he done a really nice job. These are 2 similar coaches in terms of philosophy, maybe not X's and O's, but how they approach the game. And Tom Osborne is kind of a common thread as well, because Elliott worked for Tom Osborne as well. This is 46 for Roth. And this one is going to be wide right. Had the distance, pushed it right, and Georgia State gets the football back on top 7-3. In Tucson, Arizona Bowl. Good one so far, 7-3. 7-3, Georgia State on top of Wyoming. Thursday night, 10:30 Eastern, a new edition, Men of March. We take a deep look into Texas Tech head coach Chris Beard's run to greatness, and it's only on CBS Sports Network. Dan Ellington on display.
45 yards there on the first drive on the ground, doing a little bit through the air as well, but his ability to make guys miss in the open field on a torn ACL, and you see finishing off the drive with a great touchdown run on the zone read.
We have yet to see Trey Barnett get going, and Barnett on this carry is going to lose yardage. Logan Wilson, the tackle, that did not look clean from the snap.
Well, he made the right decision at the end of the day. Ball's down, so as a quarterback, you're trying to read right there. He's trying to read the defensive tackle. Was a little late. And good job securing it, at least for Trey Barnett.
Second down, 15. Ellington again, my goodness. Nice cut to the 37-yard line.
And a great block by Trey Barnett. This is what happens when you have the ability to run a quarterback. You gain a blocker right there. And we're talking with the offensive staff before the injury. They wanted to run Dan Ellington about 15 times a game. Obviously, when he got hurt, they started to limit him a little bit in that category. He looks healthy. Like we said at the beginning, they wanted to try him out early in this game. As of right now, it looks like he'll get to that 15 rushing.
He may blow past it at this rate. And Barnett on 3rd down and 2 is not going to have that first down. And that's the Wyoming defense that haunted running games in the Mountain West Conference this year.
And it starts with the front four, the sides. Look at them recreating the line of scrimmage, allowing the linebackers to roll. And it looks like right now, Georgia State's going to stay on the field and go for it.
Fourth and a yard. Ellington shotgun. It's bobbled and fumbled and picked up. Rome Weber. Wyoming touchdown.
Rich, I want to see, this may be an incomplete pass right here. I think it's going to get called back.
There's a flag down at the 23 as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is, they pitched it. It was not a handoff. I don't think possession was ever gained by the jet sweep runner and the receiver. And it's going to be called incomplete pass. Let's see right here. In motion, does he pitch it or hand off? He pitches it. Possession was never gained. This is a forward pass incompletion. It'll still be Wyoming's ball because it was 4th down, but take the points off the board.
Well, that's close, isn't it?
And it looks like they're discussing where to put the ball down for Wyoming to start their next possession.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. It'll be a turnover on downs. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, Georgia State, number 83. That's his first unsportsmanlike of the game. 1st down, Wyoming.
That's Cornelius McCoy. That's Weber who scooped it up and ran it into the end zone. So it's going to be great field position for Wyoming.
And this is why most teams, when this first jet play came in from the gun, there's a lot of handoffs going on. And there were some issues, so they started pitching it to make it safe just in case something like this does happen. No harm, no foul, incompletion, move on to the next down. And for the quarterback, it's an easy completion. Let's see where McCoy gets involved here possibly. And he's somewhere down here, right up there. Let's roll it. After the play, a little taunting from Wyoming, and then the shove. I know, I could have seen taunting from Wyoming right there as well. Cheering in the face of an opponent. Could have gone either way. Obviously, the push is always going to get called after the whistle.
Now, just outside the red zone is Wyoming. Levi Williams play action, standing tall, takes a shot over the middle. That's where he's had his most success today, is over the middle, and he misses Ishmael Bear.
He's just a little bit late on some of his reads right now. And you watch his feet, I feel like his feet are telling him, let it go, and then his mind's just not so sure. And that's just a young quarterback that hasn't played a lot of football at this level, hasn't repped enough plays to see it, trust it, and just let it go and throw with some anticipation to allow his receivers to catch it and then run afterwards.
Big kid, 6'5", 208, Canyon Lake, Texas. And he's a true freshman. He'll be a redshirt freshman next year. Balladay breaks to the next level inside the 20, spun down at the 18-yard line. That's a gain of about 5. Bring up 3rd down and about 5.
You see running on the field right now, Rocket Ishmael Jr. has been great on 3rd down and medium to long here in the first quarter. Look to see if they match him up somewhere one-on-one in the slot.
Ishmael in that slot, bottom of your screen. And now in motion. Williams pulls, fires, caught, touchdown. Sliding catch, Austin Conway.
What a great job. They used Ishmael Jr. as a decoy in the jet sweep motion to get the defense flowing one way. Then you come back with Conway on a skinny post from right to left. Absolute dart there for the touchdown.
How about this for a true freshman starting in a bowl game? His first career touchdown pass. A fourth down stop and a touchdown pass. Just about everybody from Laramie and Wyoming have come down for this bowl game. Here's that fourth down stop.
Yeah, forward pass. Wyoming picked it up, returned it for a touchdown, ruled an incompletion, and then this afterwards. Absolute dart there on the scene for the touchdown. Great play design, great execution.
Georgia State, in the opening drive, got a touchdown. Now they're down 10-7.
Oh, I want you to see the safety right there for Georgia State and how Rocket Ishmael Jr. affects him. Comes down and it opens up the seam right behind. And then Williams, and that's what we talked about the previous play, throwing on rhythm. He caught it, one, boom, let it rip on time. Doesn't allow that backside safety to go over there and make a play on the ball.
That's a Brent Vegan special, the offensive coordinator for Wyoming. Now let's see if Dan Ellington can get the Panthers rolling again. Ellington throwing, and it's intercepted. Picked off there. Halliburton to the 11, and Wyoming is on the doorstep again.
That's a great job by Halliburton, number 3, second interception of the season. Realizes on all these bootlegs, there's someone going to be in the flat, and then your number 2 for a quarterback is going to be that deep over, about 12 yards down the field. He saw that the flat was taken care of by his buddy. He drops back, gets the interception. Red zone time for Wyoming.
What a flurry here for Wyoming. A 53-yard field goal. The touchdown throw by that man, Levi Williams. And now Williams is right back on the field, just outside the Georgia State 10-yard line. Valladay bounced out of bounds. That's a good play there by Quavian White, the sophomore corner.
It is a big possession for this defense right here. If you're able to hold the 3, you keep it at 1 possession, and you kind of slow down the momentum right now this Wyoming team has after the 2 turnovers plus a touchdown. Got to get big here. Stop the run first.
Second down 7. They can get a first down right at the 1. Valladay in the backfield. They'll take it right. Ooh, goodness. He is absolutely planted.
That's a heck of a hit right there. Getting off the block. Coming in. They talk about stopping the run. That is goal number 1 for Georgia State. Get off the line. Smaller defensive linemen going against some big guys for Wyoming on the offensive side. Shed those blocks. Be able to get some tackles for losses.
It was Thomas Gore, who's not on the depth chart, but I think he will be soon.
He needs to be after that one.
Third down 7. Williams, end zone, caught, touchdown. Valladay.
Levi Williams saying, let's eat, feeling pretty confident. Second career touchdown. Finding the back out of the backfield. Great route from Valladay. One-on-one with the linebacker. You love that matchup as a quarterback. That's what you look for. Third down, where's my best matchup? Running back on linebacker. I'm taking that every single day.
3 minutes ago, he had not thrown a touchdown in a college game. This is his first career start, and Williams has thrown 2. And again, it's defense that sets up the offense.
Well, that is Wyoming. That is this team this season. Defense, defense. Halburn with his 2nd interception of the season. And then look at the absolute laser from Levi Williams. He rears back like he's Brett Favre and lets it just roll. I mean, we said a big kid, big strong arm. It's just confidence in the system, confidence with his feet, trusting what his eyes see, and then just going out there and letting it rip. These past few passes, the seam route for the touchdown and that little out route by Valladay, those were confident throws.
I think most thought coming in this was going to be a low-scoring, grinded out football game. That's going to draw a flag and mean good field position for Georgia State.
Free kick out of bounds. By rule, the ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
Dan Ellington's day so far.
Well, he started off hot that first drive, running it, had an early completion. And the 4th down, just a little bit high in the pitch. Probably could have snapped it a little bit earlier. And then the interception on the pass drive to get Wyoming the ability to get inside the red zone to punch it in for the touchdown.
You see that first drive, it was all Ellington. He ran for 45 yards on that drive. He's going to carry it here. I don't know that they can sustain that Ellington can carry this team all by himself.
Well, they got to get other guys running the football. I mean, they got to get Trey Barnett rolling at some point during this first half to try to take some pressure off Dan Ellington, take some pressure off that knee, and keep him fresh throughout this ball game.
Destin Coates is in the backfield now, and this is Coates who has a seam. Up the middle he goes, into Wyoming territory, down to the 41, and a nice way to end the first quarter if you're Georgia State. 21 yards for Coates. 1 quarter in, 17-7 Wyoming. The Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl on CBS Sports Network. We've spent this season celebrating 150 years of college football. Let's go back for both these teams. 2004 Las Vegas Bowl. And this is Wyoming down 11, rallying for the win. And Georgia State's the Cure Bowl. First ever bowl win in school history. And here we are in Tucson. First quarter summary. Most of the damage, 75 total yards for Georgia State, was on their first drive. And that last turnover turned into 7 points.
Well, they're doing it. Besides the first drive for Georgia State, Wyoming has been doing everything perfect, taking care of the football. 3rd down conversions have been tremendous, and then winning in the red zone, putting 7 points on the board.
Trey Barnett in the backfield. Now, he averages 116 yards a game, but he's been quiet so far. There's a creative motion there, and this is Barnett. He does his damage between the tackles, and that's probably where this defense is at its toughest.
Well, he does a great job, like you said, Rich, between the tackles, but does have a little bit of a sneaky speed. If he does break it, get to the outside. But they find ways, just like that last play, a little bit of motion, that eye candy to distract the players and the defense to allow some open holes.
2nd down 5. Ellington tries to avoid Logan Wilson.
Good luck with that one.
Nobody avoids Logan Wilson. He's on just about every All-American team, 1st, 2nd, or 3rd team, headed to the Senior Bowl, headed to the NFL.
And what the coaching staff told us is he does everything right, both on the field, in the locker room, off the field.
They're down 3, probably 4 down territory here. Georgia State does not have a lot of confidence in their kicking game right now. Ellington, little option, in trouble. And that last surge may have bought him a first down. Mario Mora made the stop. It's close.
It looks like they're going to go fourth down here.
Yeah, it's fourth down.
And they're bringing in the big tight end, Rogers Carter.
He's looking for the sticks right there.
And I expect Trey Barnett downhill, zone read. Give Dan Ellington the ability to pull it if he needs to, but give the running back the ball, see what he can do.
Barnett has the first down. Cash Maliua made the stop for Wyoming. And so the drive continues. Remember, they were stopped on fourth down. Wyoming turned that into 7 points. An Ellington interception, that turned into 7 points. That's how Wyoming is up 17-7. Ellington again inside the 25 to the 23-yard line.
And does such a great job right there, not only pulling the ball, but you see the hesitation with the pump fake, the fake pump fake. He knew he was going to run it, but he bought himself a couple more yards, keeping the defense out there to defend the receivers and then pulling it. It's a triple option. That's all this offense is a lot of the times, and he runs it almost to perfection for the majority of the season.
Barnett, boys, he's stuffed there. Keon Blankenbaker.
And they're going to mix up defensively who the force player is going to be. Sometimes it's going to be the corner. Sometimes there'll be a safety in the blocks. This time, Blankenbaker at the nickel position comes in to make the tackle for no gain.
Georgia State's 0 of 3 on third down. This is 3rd and 4, and it's Coates in the backfield. And it's Coates who finds his way to the right side, and he stays on his feet, and he has the first down, and he's out of bounds at the 11. Halliburton ran him out. It's a terrific run.
And great blocking up front. Everyone, linemen, tight ends, and then Coates. A couple big runs on this possession. One big one for about 20 yards, and then right there, shedding a tackle.
13 yards on that carry, 1st and 10. Coates again over left tackle. First to get there was Solomon Byrd.
It is a great job this possession too, just staying on the field. You look at the first quarter, their defense for Georgia State was on the field about 10 minutes. They go to injury on the field right now. They're giving their defense a break at the moment.
An injured Wyoming player. I think Garrett Krall is the injured Cowboy.
Please reset the game clock to 11:16. 11:16. Thank you.
Craig Bowl watching. I think some expect the Mountain West to be a throw-it, finesse type league, and that's far from the truth. It is a rugged run league. There are some teams with huge offensive lines. San Diego State, one of those. Boise State always has a great running game. Wyoming, traditionally as well.
Well, I think for Wyoming, too, you got to run the ball. It starts getting cold up there. You don't want to throw it. Or see right here, number 88. He's engaged. Yeah, didn't see too much there. Just
Georgia
grabs
State
himself at the
player
end.
59 has switched jerseys to number 99.
Second down and 7. They could get a first down right at the 1. Ellington, right side. Again, he's playing with a torn ACL in his right knee.
And this is where the tight ends usually start to emerge for this offense. Rogers Carter, number 45, number 88, Payne, combined 9 touchdowns this season. Most of them when they get down here inside the 10-yard line, find a way to match them up, use those big bodies to box someone out. And both of them on the field at the moment. You also got a nice matchup one-on-one with your best receiver here at the top, McCoy.
Ellington in trouble, and he's swallowed up back at the 8. Solomon Byrd. And that went from possible 4-down territory to...
I don't know if I like this call right here. I mean, the box is loaded. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 defenders in the box. You don't have numbers. You got one-on-ones on the outside. You got to take advantage of that against a defense that's pretty darn good in the red zone and against the run. The numbers are against you there.
Brandon Wright's 11 of 17. And this is almost an extra point right in the middle. And he knocks it through. And so Georgia State gets points, draws within a touchdown, 9.5 left in this first half.
People always
Here in Tucson, 17-10 Wyoming. Our John Schriffen is down below with Nova Home Loans Chairman and CEO John Volpe. John?
All right, thank you so much, John. Good to see you again for another bowl season. You know, Nova Home Loans has been a part of this game since its inception. Could you have ever imagined back then how big this game would be in just 5 short years?
Well, I tell you, here at Nova Home Loans, we dream big to be big, and our goal from day one was to sell the stadium out and put 52,000 fans in the stands. So you can see each year it's getting bigger and bigger.
Now, why did Nova Home Loans originally decide to become a part of the Arizona Bowl?
Well, our core values at Nova Home Loans revolve around putting our customers first, and one way we do that is giving back to the communities we serve.
I know football and charity have been a big part of your story. How have you incorporated both of those, not only in your company, but also your community?
Well, I can tell you this, I wouldn't be standing here today without the community giving to me while growing up here in Tucson and playing the game of football. I was just fortunate enough I got the financial support from some of our business leaders in Tucson and guidance from my teachers, coaches, and mentors of the Boys and Girls Club that I was able to earn a football scholarship to Stanford University and graduate with my bachelor's and master's degree in industrial engineering. I'm now applying what I learned on and off the field to Nova Home Loans. We've created a team culture of giving back to the communities we serve. We're simply paying it forward today with this bowl game. Giving is contagious.
Well, it's great to see you again. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you.
All right, Johns, thank you. Run here, Levi Williams, Wyoming's quarterback. Keon Carter made the stop for Georgia State after a 7-yard gain. Rich Waltz along with Aaron Murray. You just saw John Schriffen, our CBS Sports crew here in Tucson for the Arizona Bowl. Georgia State, an impressive 75-yard drive to open the game, especially considering their quarterback is playing with a torn ACL. But Wyoming has answered. 17 straight points. Georgia State adds a field goal. Xavier Valladay. That's a nice tackle there.
And Levi Williams has had himself a heck of a ball game to start with, throwing his offensive line. First of all, getting plenty of time in the pocket, feeling a little bit more comfortable as the game got going. 2 touchdowns, his first 2 career touchdowns. And then run the ball as well. 5 of 12, 60 yards, those 2 touchdowns. He has it. He's a big kid, big, strong arm, accurate when he steps into it and when his offensive line gives him time. And this is when he's dangerous. 3rd and short, him and the running back, whoever it is, to be able to run the ball downhill.
That would be Valladay. That would be downhill enough for the first down to the 28-yard line. I'm with you. I think Williams' best throw so far has been the haul back and just fire it about 15 yards on a line.
Well, I was watching him in pregame warm-ups on the field, just kind of getting a feel for, how big he is, how big his arm is, can he make the throws? And there's no throw that he cannot make. The coaching staff feels confident with him. It's all about repetitions and getting out there and seeing it, executing, and then going back and watching the film and then learning.
Williams, a little play action there, and Ishmael with the catch right at midfield. Holds on And a first down for Wyoming.
We talk about Levi Williams learning from his mistakes. Earlier in the game, he overthrew a double move to Ishmael in the slot. Same thing, little double move, throws it on the money, understands his receiver is going to be slower going out than coming into it, and a big play down the field to his best receiver.
That's a double move with a sweet spin.
Little pirouette right there.
Brett Brenton in, and he'll lead the way for Williams over the right side. Blake Carroll made the stop. Now, we've seen Williams run the ball a lot. Craig Bohl and his offensive coordinator, Brent Vigen, yesterday told us, look, next year with Sean Chambers, we're going to have to dial it back a little bit because he's been injured 2 years in a row. And he's such a dynamic quarterback with the run game and the throw game that there might be a little less of Sean Chambers on the ground next year. Valladay picks his way through, has another first down to the 37. Brent Vigen has had a hand in developing some really good quarterbacks. In fact, 3 NFL quarterbacks. You go all the way back to Brock Jensen at North Dakota State, some guy named Carson Wentz, who they recruited and coached the first 2 years, and of course Josh Allen here at Wyoming. There's Josh Allen. Josh in attendance, in disguise. Valladay, that's a big hole, and he cracks this one to the 29-yard line. 7 more yards. Victor Hayward the stop for Georgia State.
Yeah, it's been fun watching both these offenses, just how different they are, just with the tempo. I mean, Wyoming will huddle up. They'll use pretty much the entire clock, slow this game down, keep their defense off the field, and then wear you down. I mean, that's the goal. Bigger offensive line going against a smaller defensive line. Wear them out in the first half. It's going to pay off there in the third and fourth quarter.
Second down, 3, and Valladay's going no further. Jordan Venezale made the stop, the freshman out of Dallas, Georgia.
It's a great play. Again, skinny, splitting the offensive line right there to get the TFL.
Third down, 3. Option kept by Williams right at the stick, the 27. And he's got the first down.
Looks like he's out there playing a little backyard football, just having fun right there, playing with some confidence, taking some shots right there from a linebacker and a safety. 6'5", 208. They'll put some more meat on him in this offseason, get him probably up to 215, 220 to be able to take some more hits next season.
See the time on this drive, over 5 minutes. Play action. Williams again. Middle. Picked off. Intercepted. Quavian White for Georgia State. In traffic. Bounces out of that. And is brought down at the 31-yard line. Big play for this Georgia State defense.
And we talked about this earlier with Williams. When pressured, sometimes you just got to take it and fall down. No reason to force it down the field. Great job by Georgia State. And then taking advantage, getting their first takeaway of the day.
Conference Player of the Week, Sam Merrill in Utah State took down the Florida Gators last week. And Aaron Murray, what'd you see on the last throw?
Well, Levi, you can't throw it like this, but look at the separation. No separation at all between the two receivers. Allows White to play both of them and be able to make the play.
Little toss to Roger Carter, the immense tight end for Georgia State, and he rumbles out for 9 yards. That's the first throw for Georgia State in the last 13 plays.
When you watch this offense on film, a lot of it's quick hitters like that. Find someone in the flat. If the defense is going to put 8 guys in the box, 7 guys in the box, find that one-on-one matchup.
Trey Barnett to the right side. Brad Glenn, the offensive coordinator, kind of explained to us the offense. Lots of formation to run it between the tackles. And when you're doing that against Wyoming, that's tough. And the thing that Wyoming does well, they don't turn it over much. And when they do, they don't give up points off that turnover. A turnover apiece so far. Ellington option, and well strung out by Wyoming and Josiah Hall. And that's not a good sign. And that's the fear with the torn ACL. Ellington, who had to talk his way back into the lineup, was cleared by doctors and his parents, and right now is limping off of the field, holding that right knee. And we'll take a timeout here in Tucson. About the courage of Dan Ellington playing with a torn ACL. Here's a look at the play.
And it just gets bent back on that right knee and going back. So I tore mine senior year, and I tried to go 2 possessions, and I kind of knew it was torn. I put a knee brace on it senior night. I didn't want to get taken out of the game, and then it just took 1 hit, knee twisted the wrong direction, and I said, no, Moss, I'm out of here. And he's looked like he's on the field right now, jogging on the sideline, so we'll see if he comes back here the next play or two.
Kirsten Harvey, a freshman out of Americus, Georgia, who has not attempted a pass this year. Of course, he throws down the sideline, and he almost has Cornelius McCoy, and was not a bad throw. And guess what? Guess who's back? Ellington is back in. Harvey, they like his arm, and he showed it off there.
Yeah, pretty good arm right there. Not a bad throw. His receiver, Cornelius McCoy, could have given him a little bit more room there. Get on the red line, split the numbers in the sideline to give your quarterback some room. But in goes Dan Ellington. We'll see how the knee holds up.
He's looked better running than he has throwing today. 2 of 7 through the air. Blitz comes. He's in trouble. Hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. And Wyoming figures just come after him, and they do.
Yeah, they bring a couple guys off the edge.
Maluia, the senior out of Compton. So Wyoming's going to get this football back.
3 timeouts, 2:08 to go. We'll see how much they trust their freshman quarterback, who's played well for the majority of this first half. Obviously, the interception was a bad decision last go around, but overall it's been pretty accurate.
Trying to kick it away from Conway, and Wright hooks this one into the seats.
Well, I think that answered the question if they're going to go for it or not here. Get the ball at about the 40-yard line.
Great field position for that freshman quarterback, Levi Williams, and Wyoming. 17-10, Wyoming on top of Georgia State. Coming up, Verizon halftime report. Brent Stover, Houston, Kevin Carter, Malik Zaire from our CBS Sports Network studio in New York for a look around college football first half stats and analysis. Let's check in with John Schriffen. John?
Well, this is a very unusual situation. Normally when you have a quarterback with an injury of this extent, they come off on the sideline, the medical staff usually takes their helmet, they evaluate him, and then they figure out what to do. At no point did Ellington even take his helmet off on that last drive. You could tell he was going back into that game. Now, he did go into the medical tent during that commercial break. He just came back out. No word on yet if he's going to play.
Thank you, John. Levi Williams, and it's incomplete. No flag, and that was close. Austin Conway with Courtney Williams in coverage.
And you hear the boo birds from the Wyoming fans. Great pressure once again. I would, from my view up here, it looked like pass interference. You see that right arm grabbing on the backside, now allowing Conway to fully extend to go up there and try to catch the ball.
It was Quavian White in coverage. 2nd down and 10 at the 40. All 3 timeouts for Wyoming. Validated the 44. Terry Thomas makes the stop. And he never stops. He's continuing. He's multitasking, Aaron. He's got the headphones on, so he's talking to his offensive coordinator. And he's trying to keep that knee loose. I wouldn't be surprised if he spends most of halftime running around.
Yeah, get on a bike, keep that leg loose.
3rd down and 5. Williams in trouble, and he's sacked. And Georgia State's defense, Trajan Stevens McQueen, busts through.
Timeout, Georgia State. That's their 2nd.
Great job, just coming right around. You're going to see the entire defensive line going to stunt left, bring the Brits around the right side. Stephen McQueen, great design, and then execution defensively to get the sack.
That's a big play.
It looks like he's going back in. I don't think anything's going to take him out of this football game here today.
Ryan Galovich, the senior out of Corvallis, Oregon, is the punter. Quavian White, the deep man for Georgia State. And they've got 10 men on the line of scrimmage, like they're coming after it. Let's see if they do. Oh, wow, and they hit the kicker. Flags are down. That's disaster. White trying to get outside. And in traffic, flag down on the return as well. So you got a flag at the 22-yard line of Wyoming and at the 27-yard line of Georgia State. They came after it, Aaron Murray.
That's what you always worry about. You want to come after a block a punt before halftime to get some good field position. You rough the punter, possibly give Wyoming a free 1st down, and give them now an opportunity to try to get some points on the board for half.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense number 11. It's a 15-yard penalty. It will result in a 1st down. The other play was an illegal block in the back, number 80. That penalty is declined. 1st down, Wyoming.
All right, here's the contact with the kicker. And that's Evan Jones, the junior. And Cameron Murray is the injured Wyoming player. And they're looking at that right knee.
Right in front of us. Yeah, it just gets blocked back a little bit. Just a little awkward angle with the knee.
But Georgia State was going to get the football back with a couple timeouts. And instead, they go for the block.
Yeah, and that could have been targeting right there. I'd be interested to see if they decide to review that or not. Definitely helmet-to-helmet contact.
Right there, the block.
Yeah, on the block. He's going to give us a good angle right here.
From that angle, looked like a little more shoulder. And he's up. And Murray moving to the Wyoming sideline.
And for Craig Bull in Wyoming right now, you feel pretty good the way your kicker kicked a 53-yarder early in this football game. get a first down or two, get him in some kind of range, preferably on the left side of the field. Feels a little bit more comfortable kicking from that side to be able to put this thing possibly 20-10 before halftime.
Remember, you got not just a freshman quarterback, but a freshman quarterback making his very first college start, who's thrown his very first 2 touchdown passes, and who has thrown an interception in the game. Murray still being helped off the field. Verizon halftime report is right around the bend. Less than a minute left and an entertaining first half here in Tucson. Just shy of midfield. Williams looking middle, fires. Poof. Separated from the football is John Akwali. And that was Keon Carter, the junior out of West Palm Beach.
And that's a dangerous thing. You love a receiver that wants to go across the middle, not afraid of contact. But if you do, chance of getting hit. An illegal hit by Keon Carter, number 35. Great job separating the receiver from the football right there.
Wyoming has 3 senior wide receivers. They're starters: Akwali, Austin Conway, and Rocket Jr. They do have some red shirts and some young receivers they really like, if you're thinking about next year.
Well, they got a couple we may see in this ball game. Alex Brown, number 9, and number 26, Brandon Smith. Tall, lanky guys, the type of receivers you love throwing 50-50 balls to. Coaching staff will want to see them get in at some point in this game and start build some confidence heading into the 2020 season.
Akwali is sitting up right now. Look, I think both these teams have to be pretty excited about next year, right? Obviously, if you're Georgia State, you got to figure out how do you replace Dan Ellington, but there's a lot of youth and talent.
Well, a lot of excitement too for Georgia State. I think that's the biggest thing. You're building a culture there in Atlanta about winning football games, about being able not to be afraid to go into an SEC school and go win, to go compete. I think that just drives these guys in recruiting, in the weight room, in spring ball, and then heading into the fall camp of the 2020 season.
We told you both these schools opened their seasons with wins over SEC teams. Georgia State on the road at Tennessee, Wyoming at home against Missouri. And by the way, Georgia State travels next year to Alabama. Williams, sideline, that's almost picked off. Quavian White looked like he was the receiver, that he ran a better route.
Oh, he ran the comeback better than the receiver did. You said it right, Rich. I mean, he breaks on it, and a smooth transition, be able to hit that back foot, break on it, and almost make a second interception of the ball game.
And of course, the throw stops the clock. 3rd down and 10. Cooper Roth, the Wyoming kicker, hit a 53-yarder.
We'll see what pressure Georgia State wants to bring. They've done a great job really making Williams feel comfortable in the pocket here these past couple possessions, forcing him to make some mistakes.
Williams flushed. Hit as he throws, and it's caught! There! Eberhardt! Loose still! To the 10! He's in! Touchdown! Aiden Eberhardt!
And Levi Williams, the gunslinger, making some plays outside the pocket, throws it up, but better job by Eberhardt coming back, had a go route, sees his quarterback flush out of the pocket, comes back, goes up, makes the catch, and then finishes off getting in the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow. And how big is that penalty running into the punter? Extra point is good. Levi Williams in his first career start has thrown 3 touchdown passes.
Well, it started with the roughing the punter. Gives Wyoming the ball in great field position to extend the drive, and then they take advantage of it. Great job by Williams, buying just enough time, taking a hit, falling away like a little 3-point shot. Has no idea the ball is caught. And then Eberhard doing the rest from there, making some moves, and then just the effort to finish it off to get in the end zone for the touchdown.
He ended up literally on the Georgia State bench, or underneath it.
It's a great first half for your first start. 3 touchdowns, couple hits, get you feeling good like you're a part of the ball game.
Roth drills that one through the back of the end zone.
And if I'm Georgia State right now, there's no need to risk it. You're down 2 scores, I get it, but the last thing you want to do against a very talented defense is possibly create another turnover to give Wyoming an opportunity to score more points for halftime. I think you run it, keep your quarterback feeling pretty good, and see what you can do here in the second half.
I saw Cameron Murray on crutches headed to the locker room for Wyoming. Ellington in there, has not thrown the ball well or with success.
You got to be ready defensively for possibly a screen. Is always a safe call, see if you can get a big hitter.
Barnett will carry it straight ahead. He's stuffed there.
And look at Craig Bowl wants the ball back. He has 3 timeouts to go.
Wyoming. It's their first charge timeout. Please reset the game clock to 26 seconds. 2-6. Thank you.
Solomon Byrd with that tackle. This is a magnificent touchdown throw.
You know, once again, Georgia State brings the heat. They've done a great job creating pressure in their blitz package, but just a better job by Levi Williams to extend the play. And that's when you hit your big hitters. You look at every single league, college, the NFL, those quarterbacks that can create outside the pocket when things break down. That's when the big plays happen downfield, because DBs, they just can't cover for 6 or 7 seconds.
Somewhere Josh Allen is smiling, right? I mean,
that looked like Josh Allen.
That's the type of play that we saw from him when he was a Cowboy. Georgia State, Barnett puts the shoulder down, gets to the 34. Elijah Halliburton, a tackling machine for Wyoming. And I don't know that they're going to burn a timeout here with 3rd down and 1.
It was an exciting first half. Had a little bit of everything. Some defensive plays, big plays offensively from both teams. I think we had a great second half in store for us, Rich.
The question is, can Dan Ellington and Georgia State get that offense going in the second half? Wyoming with the lead, and they get the football to start the second half. We'll send you back to our CBS Sports Network studio for the Verizon Halftime Report. Coming up, you're watching the Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl on CBS Sports Network. Back in Tucson, Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl, Wyoming, a 24-10 lead. Rich Welts along with Aaron Murray. John Triffin will join us shortly. This was an entertaining game. Everyone thought this would be a defensive dominated game.
Well, I just want to give props to Dan Ellington real quick. I mean, it is unbelievable what he's done here in the first half to come in with a torn ACL and do what he does, especially that first drive. It was all Dan Ellington's show, running the football, big run, get in there for the touchdown, and then gets nicked up a little bit on that right leg. And then Levi Williams, first start coming out, just guns blazing, 3 touchdowns. When he throws on time and in rhythm, he can make any throw out there, and then extending plays to great for his receivers down the field. And then Eberhard doing the rest, as we see right here, to get in for the touchdown. 24-10 for Wyoming.
Nova Home Loans brings you first half stats. The 2 turnovers were both big. You can see the total yards, but the 3rd down issues for Georgia State, they're going to have to figure that out if they want to come back in this game.
Well, it's affecting the time of possession. You see 17 minutes for Wyoming. They're staying on the field, converting those third downs. It's been impressive to see.
And Wyoming gets the football to open up this second half. And we go down to the field. John Schriffen. John?
Well, Craig Bolt very happy with the way Wyoming is playing, especially his quarterback. He said for a freshman, Levi Williams is playing really well. He was also equally as impressed with the opposing quarterback, Dan Ellington. He said he is an unbelievable competitor, but he's going to be watching to see how Ellington moves because the quarterback run was so effective in that first half. Now, as for Georgia State, Sean Elliott said that Ellington just tweaked his knee. He's going to still play in the second half, but what we need to do a better job of is handing the ball off. We relied on his running ability too much in that first half. He also said, I need to make better calls on fourth down, not to go after those punts.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good stuff down there, John. And Wyoming's first touch, Xavier Valladay. In the first half, it took Wyoming a while to get going. I mean, when you're making your first college start, that can take some time. But once they got going, they were rolling.
An interception, I think, was a little bit on the quarterback and also the receivers. Not enough space. Allowed the defender to play both guys to create the turnover. But for a freshman quarterback making his first start in a bowl game, it's been a good first half. We'll see if he can continue this in the second.
Play action, Williams. He misses Harshman, and quickly it's third down. First Wyoming quarterback with 3 or more touchdown passes since Josh Allen. That was the famous Potato Bowl, I believe, 2017.
If you could be in the same category as Josh Allen for that, you know, watching him in this ball game has been impressive. He's a young quarterback, a lot of growing to be done. But with Sean Chambers out, most likely out for most of spring ball as well, he's going to get a huge opportunity to continue to grow.
He loves his fastball, that's for sure. And he throws a dart there and a tumbling catch. Ishmael with one hand. That was spectacular, and that's 12 yards and a first down.
We're seeing some of these receivers make some great plays, especially Ishmael, one-handed, Odell Beckham style.
Wow.
That is a catch all the way. But going back to Sean Chambers and watching him earlier in the season, even covering him versus Missouri, great runner, big physical, needed to improve throwing the football. And that's why you've seen not a lot of success from these receivers throughout the season. All of a sudden you get Williams in there, he throws the ball extremely well, allowing these receivers to go out there and make some plays.
Williams trying to get around the right side. He's taken down right at the 40. He's going to lose a yard. Jalen Jones made the stop for Georgia State.
And for Georgia State, they're doing a pretty good job on first and second down throughout this ball game. It's when they get into third down. It's when they don't pressure the quarterback. At times they want to sit back, play cover 2, play cover 4, and see what goes on. Those are the opportunities that Wyoming is taking advantage of. When Georgia State decides to turn up the heat, they've been able to get after Levi Williams a little bit.
2nd and 11. Williams fires. Was caught there. That's Akwali. Good to see him back. He left the game in the first half after a hard hit.
I'd expect some pressure here from Georgia State. Get in a 3 down front, stunt the defensive line one way, loop a linebacker or a nickel the other direction. See if you can force the quarterback off his spot. Don't let him feel comfortable in there to be able to dissect your defense.
Nate Fuqua is the defensive coordinator for Georgia State. And on 3rd and 7, in traffic and incomplete. Austin Conway, the intended receiver. We asked Fuqua what the scheme or the motto of his defense is. He says 3 things: stop the run, build defense, and chase the ball like your hair's on fire.
And they have to man up too. That's another thing he told us. Man up. Can they be physical against a team that they know loves to run the football? That front 7 undersized a little bit. They got to play bigger.
Georgia State roughed the punter late in that first half, and that resulted in Wyoming keeping the ball and scoring a touchdown. And a fumble on the punt return. It looks like Georgia State got it back. I think John Trey Hunter fell on the football. Georgia State down by 2 touchdowns. Holds on to the ball and gets it when we return.
People always ask.
That band, Georgia State band, was terrific at halftime here in Tucson. Dan Ellington on the first drive ran for 45 yards and 75 yards on 6 plays. Georgia State had the lead, and they were unable to hold it. How do they recapture that, Aaron Murray?
Well, they've got to get going running the football. Not just Dan Ellington, but Trey Barnett and coaches has to get going in the offensive line to be able to take some pressure off their starting quarterback.
From the 27. This is Barnett, and Barnett breaks loose. Could not break that tackle to the 45. Rome Weber with a nice open field stop, but that's a great sign for Georgia State.
That is the perfect start for this offense. Get going, run the ball downhill, get back to what you do best. But a great tackle by Rome Weber right there. Could have been even a bigger play.
Barnett, couple there. He averages 116 a game. But today, it's been slow going. 43 so far.
Well, he's going against a defense that does not give up a lot of rushing yards throughout this entire season. They're big, they're strong, they're physical, and they got a great linebacker, Logan Wilson, and a great secondary who's extremely aggressive in the run game. 6th in the nation is Wyoming against the run, giving up 99 yards a game. 2nd down and 9. Swing pass. Barnett smothered. And if the first wave doesn't get you, and that first wave was Logan Wilson, the second wave, Victor Jones, will stop you. The guy that's been quiet so far in this game has been Cornelius McCoy, number 83, 65 receptions on the season. He is the go-to guy on 3rd down. Bottom of your screen. He's matched up one-on-one. We'll see if they take advantage of this matchup here. They have been miserable on 3rd down so far today. Ellington down the sideline. There he is. Caught, but I think he's out of bounds. He was. McCoy working against Tyler Hall and Elijah Halliburton. Well, it's the 2nd time for Cornelius McCoy. You want to be able to stack your defender a little bit better than that to create some more space. You see the right foot comes down out of bounds, to allow your quarterback to then drift you to the outside to make the catch and stay in bounds. He's allowing that DB to push him too much to the sideline, making a tough throw for his quarterback. 1 of 7 on 3rd down is Georgia State. That's a high booming punt. Fair catch called for and made by Austin Conway. Sun is out today in the deserts. And it's a good time to be in Tucson.
Welcome back to Tucson as Wyoming leads Georgia State 24-10. Now, this is a very historic moment for Wyoming. This is the first bowl game they are playing in since welcoming back the Black 14. Now, we did a great job in the pregame show outlining who those guys were and what they meant to this university. But just a refresher, back in 1969, during the Civil Rights era, 14 black players, they wanted to protest for equality in their own way. So for an upcoming game, they asked their then head coach to wear black armbands as a sign of solidarity. Well, the coach decided to kick them off the team, and they were actually banished from the university for 50 years. Now, Rich, I'm going to send it back to you. We're going to complete this during this drive.
Yeah, thanks, John. I watched that just before our telecast here on CBS Sports Network. It's really an emotional journey in those 50 years.
So during this past September for homecoming, on the 50th anniversary, they welcomed back the Black 14 to campus, and what a special moment it was. Craig Ball wanted to make sure they were a part of the pregame meal with the team so they could sit down and actually talk with current players. Now, Ball said some of the Black 14 members told him that up until that moment, they felt bitter. They felt like they were actually cheering against Wyoming, but this was the first time they felt welcomed back into the football family.
Yeah, and you're right, John. And some of those players have come to road games to see the Wyoming Cowboys play this year. Nice throw on the run there by Levi Williams. Another first down. That's Valladay. Remember, he caught a touchdown pass in the first half.
And great job by Williams right there. Any kind of bootleg, you're taught first reads the flat, second reads that deep over, and then you go back to the flat, because a lot of times those underneath coverage guys, the linebackers, will drift back, and then number one read now becomes your number three. You get him for a big gain.
First down 10. Xavier Valladay, and that is Jordan Venzeo.
Nice job splitting the offensive line right there by Jordan.
And I kicked his name. It's Venzial. So apologies to the Venzial family. And those of you watching at 6 feet under, favorite watering hole for Georgia State fans in Atlanta. I'm sure you've already taken the Aaron Murray gear down off the wall there. That's now a great place. That's a catch. That's Valladay. He's off to the 20, to the 10, to the 2. Ja'Cory Crawford made the stop. He's down. Quavian White there as well, and he's down. And Valladay racing after the catch, 62 yards.
You're going to see both linebackers blitz on a cross dog, and you get the running back Valladay on what we call a Texas route. He's going to fake like he's going out, break to the middle. Great job and great accuracy. Perfect timing to combat that cross dog blitz, and then great job hustling for Georgia State to keep him out of the end zone.
And you got two defensive backs who are down, and both are still down. I'll tell you what, I know Sean Chambers is a terrific quarterback, but next year, Levi Williams is going to push him.
I'm with you, and I said it earlier, he's going to have the opportunity to get most of the reps in spring practice. I mean, this is a Georgia State defense that's given up 36 points a game, but still, go back to that last play to recognize the blitz, to see that cross dog with both linebackers blitzing, and to understand where his running back's going to be, hit his back step, and deliver an accurate football to allow his running back to catch it and split it down the middle. He's had some impressive throws, and he's big, strong, athletic. He can run himself. He brings a lot to the table. It's going to be interesting to see what the plans are going to be for that quarterback room next season.
In tight now. Jeff Burrows in the backfield. Valladay's back there as well. And Valladay takes it in. And Wyoming adds a touchdown.
Great job. The entire right side of the offensive line. Harris, Alonzo, the big boys up front, just pushing the defensive line all the way to the left. And get a couple big fullbacks in there as well to clean up what's left. And you got yourself an easy touchdown.
And a concerned Sean Elliott on the Georgia State sideline.
Valladay with the big catch. Puts on the speed, gets it down inside the 5-yard line. And then he finishes it off with a touchdown. Wyoming 31-10.
People always ask.
31-10, Wyoming on top of Georgia State. Cowboy Joe is here inside college football is coming up next Brent Stover, Houston Nutt, Malik Zaire. Predictions of the rest of the bowl games. Highlights from a busy day in college football here on CBS Sports Network. And of course, earlier we dedicated a cactus to Brent Stover. He has his own cactus now here in Tucson, which he can visit any time of the year. And this is a tall mountain to climb if you're Georgia State. Not only are you down 31-10, you're down 31-10 to one of the best defenses that you'll find.
And you're going to have to start taking some shots at some point, especially against this defense that's been very run-heavy support, loading the box, daring you to go one-on-one the outside. We said the last possession, but I think Cornelius McCoy is going to need to step up and make some big plays down the field. He is the go-to guy, can make some big acrobatic catches down the field. He's going to have to do that here the rest of the game.
So down 3 touchdowns. Ellington play action there, fires over the middle. The big man, Roger Carter. That is a giant tight end, holds it. Logan Wilson brings him down, and that's a good start.
And that's a heck of a catch right there. Back shoulder down the seam, and just gets almost the back tip of the football and being able to reel it in. For a big tight end like that, great flexibility to get around.
Another good play action, another good throw, and that's McCoy with the catch. He's to the 2, and he's in. Touchdown, Cornelius McCoy.
They're the big plays right there for Georgia State. That's what they needed. 2 big passes, accurate throws down the field from Ellington. We said it, they're going to get some one-on-one matchups. This defense, great play action first. You see everyone sucking up, able to get over the top of the safeties, and McCoy just doing the rest, wheeling his way into the end zone.
Sophomore out of Deerfield Beach, Florida. His 5th touchdown. And Ellington looking sharp on that drive. Just what Georgia State needed. Couple of quick strikes.
Cornelius McCoy, great pass. And then does the rest again in the end zone. See if we get some momentum for Georgia State.
A couple times Aaron Murray has said Georgia State needs to get the ball to Cornelius McCoy. And they did.
Well, Dan Ellington, some impressive throws. First finds the big tight end. Heck of a catch right there by Roger Carter. And then you see all the white jerseys sucking up on the play action pass. Post route from Cornelius McCoy. Ball's on the money. And then he finishes off 2 plays to get in there for the touchdown.
Much needed. Nighttime is coming quickly here in Tucson. This is Tyler Hall who brings it out and is upended at the 24-yard line.
Xavier Valaday's had himself a ball game. Not only rushing, but out of the backfield. Nice little touchdown the out route. And then the Texas angle route right there to take it inside the 5-yard line, then finishes it off with a touchdown run. A little bit of everything from the running back.
Not a lot of time has elapsed from this 3rd quarter, which is good news for Georgia State. Valladay, and he's brought down. Mario Dungy.
It's a great job one-on-one with the nose guard, eliminating the offensive lineman, and then getting the TFL back there in the backfield. We'll see if that big offensive possession for Georgia State ignited this defense a little bit. See if they get a 3 and out and get off the field.
You know, somewhere Bill Curry has to be watching this and quite proud of what he started in Atlanta. He was the first coach 10 years ago. That was a designed screen to Valladay, and it hit an offensive lineman in the rear. And Valladay is down, or excuse me, Quavian White is down. And he hit Valladay right at the line of scrimmage. And took the brunt of whatever contact occurred.
Let's see. Goes in to make the tackle. Hopefully nothing too serious.
Aaron, we had a chance to, obviously in preparation for this game, talk to that man, Sean Elliott, about what Bill Curry started and where they are now. And there's so much momentum going on right now. You played in the Alliance in that stadium. It used to be Turner Field. They've turned it into a wonderful football stadium.
It's incredible what they've done, and then just the surrounding area as well. Brand new apartments, new shops. A lot of the kids live over there, so they're really making it a great community there in the heart of Atlanta, in downtown Atlanta. First off, the stadium, though, going back to that one, great job of really building it up.
Here's the program profile. First season, 2010, won a bowl game in 17. They have 3 wide receivers in the NFL: Albert Wilson, Robert Davis, and Penny Hart. And of course, they're in downtown Atlanta, which is a great location and a great place to recruit to. Levi Williams, and he pays the price. He gets popped right at the 33-yard line. Trajan Stevens McQueen, Zach Dixon, and it's 4th down. And guess what? Georgia State gets the football back.
That's a big job by this defense right there to be able to get the 3 and out. Hopefully keep the momentum on their side. Only a 2-possession game. And for Levi Williams, though, he's going to have to learn when and when not to take some of these hits.
Ryan Galovich. Fair catch called for and made at the 23. Let's go down to John Schriffen. John?
Well, guys, that touchdown drive by Georgia State was huge, not only to cut into this lead, but this sideline now for Georgia State is the loudest it has been the entire game. They're all talking about, hey, we believe we can come back into this game, and they're fired up. The defense just gave them the ball back. Let's see what they do on offense.
You know, John, it's not hard to follow when your leader is playing with a torn ACL in his right knee, and he hasn't missed a game since that injury. Dan Ellington. He left the game briefly in the first half when he tweaked that knee. Shotgun here. This is Destin Coates, who had some good runs in the first half.
I'm sure they're hoping some of those big pass plays softened up this defense of Wyoming a little bit, see if they get some more seam routes. But right now, I would continue to take some shots down the field.
Right at the 25. Coates slices open the defense. Ball pops loose, but I think the play was blown dead, and it was. Tyler
Rolling
Hall.
on the field as the runner was down. First down.
Hall made the stop.
Let's see when that left knee comes down. He's on top.
Yeah.
Let's see if they snap the ball.
They do.
Oh, nope.
Prior to the snap, the previous play is under review.
I think it's a fumble, Rich. He was on top.
All right, the knee was certainly on top of the leg. The other thing to look for is that left elbow.
Yeah, we'll see both left elbow and left knee. When did they go down?
Forearms down. I think the elbow's down.
Was the elbow also on top of the defender, too?
Remember, the call on the field was down by contact, so you have to be 100% sure to overturn this.
I think we can eliminate the fact the knee was definitely up. It's going to be where that left elbow is.
That high end zone look showed the elbow down, at least from my estimation.
It's bang, bang between the ball coming out and when that elbow goes down. And it goes back, like you said, to what the call in the field was.
Well, there might be a few folks in Columbus, Ohio that disagree with that theory, or at least were disappointed that that wasn't the case, that the original call didn't hold. But here,
yeah, I think that elbow's down. This is one of those things that the play stands, not enough evidence to possibly go back.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. First down.
There you go. Not enough to overturn. It's a big call as Georgia State tries to work their way back in. They were down 31-10. They have scored on their last possession. Driving here close to midfield. Coates certainly is a different runner than Trey Barnett. And David Wells Ross makes the stop for Wyoming. Coates, a sophomore out of Tallahassee, 5'11", 198. Has a little more burst. Barnett does have sneaky speed and is good between the tackles. Ellington in trouble. Sore knee and all, and he throws it to the bench, and he is still down. Oh. How hard is it for this young man to keep going?
Well, his fight has been incredible today. To continue to be able just to react and make moves like that on that right knee.
That was Victor Jones that chased him down. Again, if you just joined this game, Dan Ellington is playing with a torn ACL in his right knee. He's been playing that way since week 9 of this college football season. Fires it out, caught there. That's Barnett trying to get outside. Flag is down. That flag is right around midfield.
Looks like we're going to get a little possible block in the back there, pass interference.
And Georgia State is signifying it's going against Wyoming. Craig Bowl getting an explanation.
Personal foul. Illegal blindside block. Offense, number 11. 15-yard penalty. Third down.
That was Kadarius Thompson. Great job by Wyoming shooting the gap right there to get in the backfield, and he reacted a little bit too late. Gets the blindside block right there. Yep.
Well, they have tightened that rule up over the last few years.
Yeah, it's all about the safety of the players. I mean, to me, it was either a blindside block or block in the back, one of the two. I could see a possible screen here, something that, you know, low risk, high reward to a tight end, or excuse me, to a receiver or a running back. I don't see them dropping back there and trying to make a play down the field with a big pass.
Third down and a bunch.
The ball should be placed at the 27-yard line.
So third down and almost forever. Ellington, there's your screen, finds Barnett, and he's tripped and tackled from behind. And that's Solomon Byrd, who's made a lot of plays, the redshirt freshman for Wyoming. And so Georgia State is going to punt the football. Oliver Holdenson is going to punt it. Little left foot rugby run there. That's a good kick. Rolls out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 31-17, Wyoming here, 3 minutes, 2 seconds left. Brent Stover in New York. Let's check in with him.
Rich, Aaron, final 30 seconds of the Liberty Bowl. C.J. Williams for Chance Warren, 41 yards in a tied game, and a game-winning field goal for Bijan Nichols and Navy with their second ever 11-win season, tying a program record. They beat Kansas State 20-17, guys.
Thank you, Brent. Boy, a couple academies had great seasons, right? Navy with 11 wins. Air Force with 11 wins. Air Force was 11-2 this year, and one of those losses, that nail-biter at Navy. So congratulations to both of those institutions. And another player is down. Cedric Stone is down for Georgia State. One of the big wins for Georgia State this year was against Army. They beat Army 28-21. Of course, their signature win on the road to open things at Tennessee.
And that was a heck of a win versus Tennessee. A lot of buzz in Atlanta after that big one. They are early in the football season. Anytime you can win against an SEC team, especially on the road, at a place like Tennessee, which is a tough place to play. And right there, you see Stone just taking the force. Valladay's been running. We showed the highlights earlier about his day so far, how great he's been running the ball and catching, but his force and power at contact has been tough on this defense.
Second down. Valladay bounces outside, and he's gone. He's 30. He's 10. He's caught. Oh, they got him. Jalen Jones from behind.
Oh, Valladay got the strength. Now just needs to work on it. Get inside the 10-yard line. Got to finish it off. That's twice. Once on a catch and down this run. He does all the work. Sees the end zone. The end is in sight and then goes down inside the 5. Great run, though, breaking a couple tackles.
228.
He ran out of gas there about the 15. You could see that.
That's that Christmas dinner right there. Some extra cookies, not to be able to finish it off inside the 10-yard line.
62 yards puts him over 100. He came down hard as well.
I mean, Valladay's making a nice little push right now. He's having a heck of a second half. Big runs, big catches.
Over 100 yards for the 7th time. Jeff Burrows in the backfield for Wyoming. Levi Williams will keep left side. Levi Williams is in. Touchdown, Wyoming. Flag down at the 7.
Yeah, we're going to get a hold here.
Holding. Offense, number 65. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Zach Watts, your left guard. You'll see. Right? Yeah, you can't do that. That's going to get called. The easy call for the ref. And he didn't have to. The run's going outside. If the defender wants to go to your right, let him go that way. Continue just to push him in that direction. Allow the quarterback to get to the outside. Still would have been a touchdown.
Valladay, refreshed, is back in there. Right side. Upended. 12-yard line. Ja'Cory Crawford, the stop for Georgia State. Panthers out of the Sun Belt. They've only been in FBS for 6 seasons. This is the 10th season of football overall. FBS, Football Bowl Subdivision, where you get to go to bowl games, and this is their 3rd bowl already. Second and goal. This is a little trickery. Conway going to throw it if he can. Looking. Flags down. Might have been a face mask. Conway throws it. End zone. Caught. hold on. One official had touchdown, the other waves it off. It is incomplete. That was Harshman.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. Personal foul, face mask, defense, half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
I think it just bounces. Yeah, right there. Great effort, though. Great job by Conway.
Great pocket presence, right?
Seriously, making some guys miss. You see the face mask, easy grab.
It's Levi Williams with the block.
And look kind of smooth. You see him back there. It looks like Michael Vick, Lamar Jackson-esque.
So try it again. The face mask sets up first and goal just outside the 5. Williams races, and he's in. No flags.
They brought in the fullback, Jeff Burrows, number 34. Some extra meat. Look at the right side of the offensive line, though, getting the job done. Took a couple extra plays, but same result. Williams with a rushing touchdown.
It's a good day to be a Cowboy in Tucson.
Well, it's a good day to be Valladay. We see some great catches, and then the patience right there. Look at the patience, bounce it outside, breaks 4 tackles. He sees it, just can't get there, gets tackled inside the 5. Few plays later, his quarterback, the freshman Williams, takes it in for the rushing touchdown. He's all pumped. That's a great day. Really done a great job, and we talked about with the coaches, of taking advantage. And that's what the bowl game is all about, getting some young guys the opportunity to get some extra practices. You want those extra practices, and then to go out there now and execute on game day. He's taking it from the practice field to the game field, passing touchdowns, a rushing touchdown. He's been fun to watch.
And remember, he's redshirting this year. This is game number 3 for him. He'll be a redshirt freshman next year, because he's played in just 3 games. 4 is the limit to keep your red shirt. And Roth, a talented kicker, kind of jogging off the field gingerly. Cooper Roth has an NFL leg. And if he gets there, he's going to join an awful lot of Cowboys. There's 13 Wyoming players active in the NFL right now. Ellington's throw is high and incomplete. Aubrey Payne was the intended receiver.
And right now for Wyoming defensively, just don't allow the quick score like we saw a couple possessions ago. Keep everything in front, rally to the ball. And if Georgia State's going to score a touchdown, make them do it in 4 or 5 minutes and continue to bleed some clock.
Barnett trying to get outside.
And you see it right now with this defense, playing a little bit more cover 2. You got 2 safeties deep to protect, and just saying you're going to have to run the ball if you want to move it. And then we've talked about how talented these safeties are between Ron Rever, Elijah Halliburton. Smart enough to realize when it's run and then get downhill and run support.
Halliburton might be in the league next year as well, the senior safety, first team All Mountain West. That was in and out of the hands of Cornelius McCoy. I don't know if that ball was tipped, but it almost looked like he lost sight of it. It is going to be 4th down. Brandon Wright on to punt. End over ends. Bobbled, fumbled on the turf. Georgia State has it. Flag is down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be a holding on Wyoming, so Georgia State will have the football.
But every time it seems like Wyoming's ready to put this thing away, Georgia State makes a play.
During the kick, holding, receiving team, number 6. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, first down, Georgia State.
And I know it's a tough position as a punt returner, but with a punt that's knuckling like that, you're up 38-17. The chances of him making that catch are slim. Just let it go. You know when you go up for one hand, the chances are not great to catch the ball. No harm letting go over your head. Yeah, that's a great punt returner too in Conway. He doesn't usually make those kind of mistakes.
Dan Ellington has taken all but one snap today. Has time. Now flushed, in trouble. Fires, and it's incomplete. Cornelius McCoy coming back on the pattern. This Wyoming defense is as advertised. Great against the run, 6th in the nation. They get to the quarterback, 31 sacks, and a very good red zone defense. Barnett picks his way through Cowboys, gets to the outside, right at the stick. Flag is down, right at the 45-yard line.
Illegal formation, 5 men in the backfield, offense. It's a 5-yard penalty, second down.
A lot of times in bowl games you see flags early. We are seeing flags late.
It's been mostly a clean football game, and a lot of that's sometimes heavy flags in bowl games because of so much time off. It's like having your first game all over again. There's going to be a couple mistakes here or there. But Wyoming, clean game, great football game, and a big lead heading into the 4th.
In Arizona, Wyoming in control. You're watching the Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl on CBS Sports Network. In Tucson, 4th quarter, Georgia State with the ball, and they need to score. They did on the great throw and run late in that 3rd quarter. That one in and out of the hands of Cornelius McCoy. McCoy had the touchdown. Wyoming right now is just too tough. Their defense so good. Their offense has been fueled by a true freshman making his first college start. Levi Williams has been dynamite. Dan Ellington has been gutty, playing with a torn ACL in his right knee.
And right now for Dan Ellington, understand most likely 4-down territory. You need touchdowns, so if you got to check it down, you got to check it down.
Ellington steps up, fires over the middle. It's caught there. That's a first down. That's McCoy. Right to the 23-yard line. And that's a gain of 17 yards.
Yeah, great concept here. Just what we call mesh route. You had 2 receivers crossing, and then the 3rd one's going to hook up about 10 yards over the football. Those crossing routes clear at the linebackers. You find the open receiver on the hook route for the first down.
Ellington to the 19-yard line. He's been successful running the football, but if you watch game tape of him from early in the season, he's dynamic.
Well, a lot of it was not just the design quarterback runs, but when things aren't open down the field, his ability to pull it and then take off and get big gains. I have not seen as much as that here in this ball game today. It's been more QB design runs.
Rolls right, looks left, now scrambling, fires, McCoy the catch, and he's hit at the 15, spins forward to the 13, and that might be enough for a first down. It is. Azie Hearn, the sophomore corner. Look at this, 3 receivers to the short side. And Trey Barnett right up the middle. To the 9, Elijah Halliburton. Made the stop.
You'll see this red zone defense for Wyoming once again. Number 1, the Mountain West. Number 7 in the nation. That bend but don't break mentality.
Swing it out. That's Carter. It's blasted at the 5. Out of bounds at the 6.
And once again, 4 down territory, so I would not be surprised. You don't have to pass the ball right now. They've had some success with running the quarterback inside the 5-yard line.
Barnett still in the backfield. McCoy at the bottom of your screen. Ellington, kind of a busted play, and down he goes. And now in 4 down territory, you're backed up to the 10. First down awaits at the 3.
And you just see a lot of white jerseys there inside the box. This is when if you're going to run that RPO style offense, the quarterback gets the line of scrimmage and has to see too many guys.
Georgia State.
It's time to throw the football.
Your first timeout of the half. 30-second timeout.
Sean Elliott, of course, has engineered an incredible turnaround. This is his 3rd year. Last year they dipped, did Georgia State, to 2-10, but they gained a +5 across the landscape of college football. We talked about Navy and Air Force. Navy, that thrilling win today. Air Force beat Washington State out of the Pac-12, and they both had big turnarounds, but Navy had the biggest.
This is right now for Georgia State. When you see some of these big tight ends come to play, whether it's Roger Carter, number 45, see who matches up with him. He is your number 2 receiver. Carter. Bigger body against a smaller DB. Right there, number 2. Look at the size difference. See if he can body him up or throw it up. Possibly get a pass interference as well.
He looks like a tackle, but moves quite well. 4th down, 7. Ellington for the corner, and he overthrows Gentry. It's incomplete. Wyoming takes over.
Yeah, some great pressure by Wyoming right there, forcing Dan Ellington to overthrow it. Once again, great red zone defense from Wyoming.
Chick-fil-A game summary. 3rd down has been key. Wyoming great. Georgia State not so much. And Levi Williams, his first career start, a true freshman for the Cowboys.
It's been a great one for the young quarterback throwing the football. You see him get warmed up, a little bit more comfortable in the pocket, throwing some lasers, extending plays, looking like Josh Allen, and then using his legs in there for the touchdown as well. It's a great first game.
Williams will pull it and race up the field out to the 30-yard line. That's a 20-yard pickup before Cedric Stone tripped him up.
That's when I asked the coaching staff yesterday as we watch him kind of break through and run, what's the speed difference between Williams and Sean Chambers? And he said, hey, listen, if you want to match him up at about an 80 to 100-yard sprint, they'd be about equal. I mean, he has the ability, long legs, 6'5". He's a strider, and we've seen a couple of those runs here in this ball game.
Williams throws and throws it away. Austin Conway, the intended receiver. Wyoming played in the division in the Mountain West, the Mountain Division, which was loaded with talent. Boise State, of course, we talked about Air Force. It's as good an Air Force team as they've had in a long time there. Air Force finished second to Boise State in the Mountain. Utah State was good. Valladay straight ahead to the 37, short of the first down, 3rd down and 2. Jashawn Taylor, the stop for Georgia State. And you know, both these schools opened the season 6-2. They had some great starts, endured quarterback injuries. Chambers out for the season. Ellington slowed with the ACL. And their schedules got tough at the end too. But Wyoming's losses, I mean, they're 7-5. They lost in overtime at Boise by 3, at Utah State by 5, at San Diego State by 4, and at Tulsa by 3. Option, Valladay lost the ball, and who's got it? Georgia State. The official had his arm up. Yep, Georgia State has the football. They're not done yet here.
No, they're not.
Ruling on the field.
Keon Carter.
Covered by the defense. First down.
Great job. Puts the helmet right on the football. Number 35 coming in.
And that is a Panther football. Georgia State still alive in Tucson. Oh, look how spectacular that is. That is a live shot from Cactus Cam here in Tucson. Wyoming seems to be keeping Georgia State around.
I know, the interception in the first half. This right there, a little bit ago, crazy punt, decides to try to make a play, fumble, and then right now, great defensive play though, putting the hat right on the ball from Keon Carter to force the fumble.
Let's see if Georgia State can get rolling. Barnett straight up the middle, spun around. Yeah, that's a nice gain. Maluia made the stop after 14 yards from Trey Barnett. This is an up-tempo offense, so they're used to going fast. And they're just going to give the ball to Barnett again.
To me, it almost seems like they got to score outside of the red zone. We keep harping on it. It's true. This Wyoming defense and their bend but don't break mentality inside the 20-yard line. And we've seen this offense, some of the big plays that got them the last touchdown outside about the 40, 50-yard line.
2nd down 7. Ellington pulls it, fires to the sideline. Ooh, that's no flag. That was McCoy. It looked like there were some hands up around the face mask. No, didn't get the mask.
Little late, little swing right there though from
Azizi Hearn. Now a little end around with Gentry coming on the left side, and he pulls his way to the 20, got a first down. That's a creative play by Brad Glenn, the offensive coordinator.
That's two teams competing to the end right there. And you gotta love Dan Ellington on one good knee as a lead blocker on the reverse. Senior giving it his all in his last game.
Ellington throws over the middle, caught with the contact, and holding on there is Devin Gentry. And Georgia State is in the red zone and inside the 10.
Impressive throw right there, little RPO action. Throws it right off the linebacker.
Testing Coates. Elijah Halliburton makes the stop. Red zone numbers, here's an impressive one. Opponents against Wyoming inside the red zone score a touchdown only 37% of the time.
Well, good thing for Georgia State right now. They understand 4 downs to get it in the red zone or get it into the end zone.
Got to avoid a penalty. That backed them up the last time they were here. Oh, look at that. Little forward pitch. But well defended. Rome Weber stayed home and made the play.
Still waiting for some of these tight ends to emerge in the red zone. I mean, they've been their best threat this entire season, but just have not found a way to get them involved once they get inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Aubrey Payne, 13 catches, 6 touchdowns. Carter has 3 touchdowns on 27 catches.
And once again, Wyoming's going to load it, force them one-on-one cover 0 on the outside.
Play clock running down. Ellington sees it.
So they're going to actually drop out here. Yep, there they go.
Fires, caught, and McCoy trying to get in is short. And this is going to be 4th and goal from the 1. Ellington wants the play, and he wants it now.
Then comes in second tight end. Aubrey Payne got 2 tight ends in the formation. See if you maybe play action, sneak one of them out into the flat or in the back of the end zone.
Wyoming is allowed to substitute because Georgia State substituted. 4th and goal. Barnett and Ellington. No, it's a direct snap, and it's Payne. I don't know that he got in, though. He didn't. Payne came in motion, stopped behind the center, took the snap, and is stuffed.
The ruling on the field is the runner is short of the goal line. It's a turnover on downs. 1st down. Timeout.
Love the creativity, but this defense for Wyoming, one of the best defenses in the country in the red zone, once again, comes up big to keep them out of the end zone.
This was the play. Aubrey Payne, backup tight end in motion, suddenly behind center. Play under review while we were in commercial. And you could see Payne's helmet clearly never getting close to the line of the end zone.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. 1st down.
All right, there you go. And now Wyoming has to dig out of this hole.
Right now, hard cadence. Give your hardest cadence. Go on 3 or 4. See if you can get it. Huh?
How much of your keys to the game, brought to you by Ryan, remain?
Well, the red zone success, non-existent for Georgia State. That defense was tremendous for Wyoming. Defense did not win, so, I mean, 2 big X's there for Georgia State. Offensively, time of possession, done a great job staying on the field. And then defensively, gave up a couple big plays, but most importantly, inside the red zone like they've done this entire season, just clamped down.
Valladay in the backfield, and they bring a fullback in to block. That's Skylar Miller, and Valladay busts loose. Remember, he ran out of gas on the last one. Midfield there, and he's going to get hit and stopped. But another huge run by Xavier Valladay.
It's just the power over and over again from Valladay to just, I mean, he ran right over the defender. I mean, look at this, one-on-one in the hole. Like nothing, like it's a little ant just bouncing right off of him. That's one way to get out of your own end zone.
He's over 200 yards. Remember what Craig Bolt told us yesterday about Valladay? And that he's finally healthy. He wasn't healthy from the midpoint of the season on, but the month off did him a world of good. And boy, was he right. He's rushed for over 200 yards. He had a great catch for a touchdown and a great catch and run. So if you're thinking about an MVP, this is going to be an interesting vote between Levi Williams and Xavier Valade.
Can we give 2?
Yeah, I think, well, you never know.
Can we have more trophies down there?
There could be co-MVPs. Inside the 30, that's Brenton, the redshirt freshman out of Casper, Wyoming. Trajan Stevens McQueen made the stop for Georgia State. And now Wyoming, you would expect exclusively on the ground, running clock, controlling the ball.
Yeah, no need to snap this ball until it gets probably, if you can, within 5 seconds. Just bleed it on out.
Brenton to the left side. You know, on the other side at Georgia State, there was the exuberance of Wyoming after another goal line stand. Dan Ellington got to the sideline and he was emotional, talking about a kid who's been playing with a torn ACL. It looked like at one point in this game he had to come out because the knee was bothering him. He's given every ounce and more. Brenton has a seam short of the first down. This was Dan Ellington. After that 4th down stop.
It's tough. I mean, it's your last game. What he's done this season, and especially this last month, 2 months, has been, I mean, I tip my hat to him. It's been impressive. Like I said, I tried it. I lasted about two possessions with a torn ACL, and I called it quits. The fact that he's been able to continue to play and excel is something special.
Well, John Triffin had that great report early in the broadcast about how he convinced not only his coach but his parents, and then went to a doctor and convinced everybody he could still play despite the torn ACL. He did not miss a week. He certainly is not the dynamic runner he was, but as he...
I mean, still though, that first drive though, the way he was moving, he made some runs today.
As he said to his coach, look, I'm not going to end up in the NFL. I got 4 games left, and I'm going to play in those games. Brenton inside the 15. Excuse me, that was Jeff Burrows getting his first carry. And if there's some sort of courage award that could be handed out, not just in this game, but in this season, that's the guy.
What a game though for Wyoming. Offensively, with their heading into the season 3rd string quarterback.
Down to the 12. Trajan Stevens McQueen made the stop. A lot of respect between these 2 head coaches. I told you that Tom Osborne is a common thread between the 2. Craig Bowl at Wyoming, Sean Elliott at Georgia State.
Timeout, Wyoming. That's their first charge timeout. 30-second timeout.
That's a coach who loves his players. And those are players who love their coach. Wyoming in control late. Welcome to the 309th Aerospace Maintenance and Regeneration Group. It's called the Boneyard down here, United States Air Force Aircraft and Missile Storage here in Tucson. Arizona Bowl, final minute. Wyoming, an impressive afternoon turning into evening. And the Cowboys are going to get win number 8 and a bowl win here. Brenton has the first down. And by the way, while we have time, and there's a look at Ellington, what a terrific effort today. You can see the tears coming down his cheeks. While we have time, we wanted to wish a speedy recovery to Tim Harkins, Sports Information Director at Wyoming, has been under the weather. It sounds like he's feeling better. Hopefully he's watching and enjoying the night. And we'll see you during basketball season. The Cowboys come to the desert. A lot of Cowboys came to the desert. Some 12 to 15,000, they say, made the trip. And they will have a great night here in the old Pueblo. Craig Bowl and the Cowboys. Rocket Sr. in attendance. That man will be playing on Sundays next year. It's a great win for Wyoming. But an incredible night as you saw Craig Bowl embrace Dan Ellington, the quarterback for Georgia State.
That's a great feeling to win the bowl game. Starting the year off with some confidence, feeling good, and propelling you into the 2020 season for Wyoming.
So Cowboy fans have a lot to look forward to next year. You've got a sophomore quarterback in Sean Chambers, and Levi Williams coming out party tonight was pretty darn impressive as well. There is Williams in his first college start. 3 touchdown passes and a touchdown run. I don't think any of the Wyoming fans are leaving.
No, I think they're going to enjoy this warm weather as much as they can before heading back up to Laramie.
And for the final time, Dan Ellington exits the football field. Well, that was quick. They turned that edition of the Arizona paper around quickly, because Cowboy Up is right. Terrific night from everybody here. For Aaron Murray, John Striffen, our entire CBS Sports crew, I'm Rich Waltz. This is a presentation of CBS Sports Network, 24-hour home of CBS Sports. We're coming back to Tucson shortly, but now we go back to New York. Brent Stover, Houston Nutt, Kevin Carter, and Malik Zaire standing by.
What a way to cap off a fantastic 2019 college football season here on the CBS family of networks. Sun Bowl on CBS earlier today turned out to be a thriller and a tremendous performance by Wyoming in the Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl. Brent Stover, Malik Zaire, Houston Nutt, Kevin Carter. A lot to take away. Wyoming has to feel good. Coach, they won 6 last year, but got snubbed in the bowl season. This year, they get back to a bowl game, and they finish 8-5.
Well, it's outstanding year, but when you win the bowl game, all your players, they're great ambassadors now. Recruiting gets a little bit better. Off season, a little bit better. Everything's better, especially when you have a freshman quarterback, Levi Williams. The job he did tonight will help everybody. And the confidence that he has as a freshman, what makes coaches sleep a little bit better at night. But you can't say enough about Craig Bowl and his team. They're physical, they're hard-nosed. He does it the right way.
Kevin?
Yeah, this team came into it with the right idea. I mean, Wyoming's defense came alive, knowing they had a quarterback who was a freshman who's going to come and take over the helm for their injured starter. That's how you rally around a young quarterback. That's how you make his job easier, by flipping the vertical field position, winning the little battles, doing the little things, taking the ball away from the opposing team, creating opportunities early in the game. And this one, early and often for a young quarterback, great job.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was amazing just how they capped off the season with a dominant and complete victory against a team that they were pretty even against in Georgia State. I love the way the quarterback played. He played very confident as a true freshman. It didn't feel like it was his first start, and he made it apparent. He made plays outside the pocket. He made plays inside the pocket. The defense played great, taking the football away as well as making tackles. The difference in this game was who wanted to tackle to the very end, and that came to be Wyoming on top. So it was a great finish, and like you said, going into the new year with a true freshman quarterback, you build that confidence with him as well as the team around him, the energy, the recruiting, everything is going to pick up for this team moving forward.
Stats don't always tell the story because Levi Williams was 11 of 26. Not great, but he throws for over 230 yards, 3 touchdowns to go with 1 pick. And got a huge help, as you guys alluded to, from Xavier Valladay, who ran for over 200, plus 3 catches for 91 yards. You want to talk about, this is the time of year for an individual effort. They got it from Valladay.
Valladay was outstanding. Anytime you get a back over 200 yards, you got something going now.
All right, we're going to head back out for the trophy presentation. John Schriffen is going to be standing by in Tucson, Arizona. Wyoming wins the Arizona Bowl. Plenty more to come with you till 9 p.m. Eastern.
DiGiorno rising.
The Wyoming Cowboys are the champions of the 2019 Arizona Bowl. Plenty of post-game coverage with you for the next hour to wrap up a tremendous day of bowl games and a really fun win for Wyoming over Georgia State here on CBS Sports Network. As we go back live to Tucson, John Schriffen with the trophy presentation.
Brent, thank you so much. Welcome back in live here to Tucson. Before we hand out the awards, first, a round of applause. What an effort. What a hard-fought football game for Wyoming and Georgia State. The quarterback for Georgia State, Dan Ellington, playing on a torn ACL. Let's give them both a round of applause. All right, now this amazing bowl game would not be possible without some people here on the stage. So first I want to introduce John Volpe, who is the chairman and CEO of Nova Home Loans. Ali Farhang, who is the chairman of the board for Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl. And Kim Adair, who is the executive director of Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl. All right, without further ado, let's hand out the hardware. John, you ready? All right, the champions of the 2019 Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl, the University of Wyoming. Coach, come on in here. Congratulations.
Well, thank you so much.
What a hard-fought game. You've had some great teams here at Wyoming. What makes this team this year so special?
Well, I think the guys really played together. They really enjoyed playing. I want to say hats off to our seniors. They did a great job leading. And also I want to say thanks so much for Nova Home Loans and the Arizona Bowl. What a great bowl experience. And then the last thing I'd like to say is we better turn the National Guard out in Wyoming and tell the last person to turn the lights out, because I think they're all here. Thanks, folks.
Good job, Coach. I love that.
You started a freshman quarterback, his first start of his career. You have a running back who goes over 200 yards. They both played amazing. What was it about this offense that just clicked today?
Well, you know, I think it all starts up front, first of all, but anytime a freshman comes in and plays like Levi did, you know, we saw greatness in him, and X has carried the ball all game long. You know what? We're going to celebrate this tonight, but I can tell you the future looks really, really bright for the Wyoming Cowboys.
Coach, thank you so much. Congratulations. Speaking of X, our offensive MVP, Xavier Valladay, over 200 yards rushing. All right, X, you made a bold prediction yesterday at the bowl game event. You said you were going to rush for over 200 yards. How did you do it?
You know, first off, I just want to give credit to God and my teammates. You know, man, I'm just at a loss of words right now. It's just a feeling I was feeling, and, you know, when we got out on the field, you know, I just wanted to do everything in my power just to take this win tonight and, you know, just enjoy it with my teammates.
Now, they relied on you heavily, especially making a quarterback making his first start of his career. How did you help him out, calm him down, and make sure you guys had the offense in sync?
Well, honestly, to be honest, you know, Levi, he handled everything well, and, you know, he was the one that was leading our group. So, you know, credit to him for just, you know, stepping up as a quarterback and, you know, just doing all the things that a Cowboy should do. So just credit to Levi. That was all him.
Major game. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right, we got some more hardware. the defensive MVP, Elijah Halliburton. Soak it in, soak it in. All right, Elijah. On the first drive of the game, Georgia State came down the field and scored, and it looked like they were rolling. What did you guys change on defense to stop them?
We just came back to the sideline and just regrouped with each other and just, figured out, what Georgia State was trying to do. And so we just regrouped as a defense and came back out and just, try to get stops and turnovers.
This was a really big season for you guys. Some really big wins, a big win over Missouri. You had a tough game against Boise State in overtime. But this one really seemed to cap off a great season. What are you going to remember the most about this game?
Man, I'm just going to remember all the great moments with my teammates just over this these past weekend with them, just at the Nova Bowl and just during this great game, just getting this dub, to cap off this decade. And I'm proud of my team. I love them so much, and I'll ride for them and die for them. So, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, what a way to cap off the decade. University of Wyoming, your 2019 Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl champions. Brent, send it right back to you guys in New York.
John, yeah, indeed. They are going to party late in the night there in Tucson. Laramie, the entire town, is there, I think, as they alluded to. 38-17, the final. We were just talking here, Craig Bohl is year number 6. We know what he did at the FCS level in those national titles in North Dakota State. I kind of kiddingly said give him a lifetime contract, but this guy deserves a ton of credit, and I hope they realize how lucky they are to have him at the helm and the culture that he has brought to that program, not to mention winning bowl games like this one.
No question about it, Brent. I just love his attitude, and what I listen to very closely is what the players say. The players says they back him, 100%. Elijah Halliburton taking that trophy, talking about his coach, and coach talking about the players. That's the relationship you're talking about. They fight for each other. They're in the foxhole together. I love the attitude. I love their hard-nosed, how physical they are. You mentioned the fans. The fans, they love this group. They play together. Remember now, Georgia State scored first, but they didn't flinch.
Yeah, I love to see programs like this where they truly still embody what it means to be a student athlete and for the right reasons. So there are certain programs you can talk about, you can say that they are man-making programs. And this is one of those programs. This is one of those men who you can tell because of his attachment, how his teammates, how his players talk about him, right, and what he's brought to their lives. Look, you're in the business of making memories no matter what you're doing. But if you're playing a college sport, you have an opportunity to make some unbelievable memories that will last you a lifetime, that will fuel you on those days when things get hard and rough in your life, that can take you over the hump. And what a special memory for them to share with their coach there and their teammates.
I just thought it was so beautiful to see the community come out and support their football team, and they're filling up the stadium more than the other team, and just in general making the feel like it's everybody's winning. And, football is built on trust. And for the coaches and players to trust one another, and you see the kind of unity that is inspired in this team, and they're able to accomplish a lot of big things like they did tonight. And that trust moving forward is only going to make this team more dangerous and more confidence coming down the stretch next year and for years to come. So seeing a team like this do well, and you see the fans still celebrating, it's just bringing in the new year the right way.
And Tyler Vanderwall was the starting quarterback until the final month, and he still was in the final couple of games, but Levi Williams got into some games. Clearly they saw enough out of the freshman to where they wanted to start him in the bowl game. That was a heck of a decision. It worked out for Levi Williams, the entire offense, defense as well, after giving up that early touchdown that you alluded to. Wyoming wins the Arizona Bowl in 2019, 38-17. Plenty more to come on the post-game show on Inside College Football from New York after this.